Welcome to your Taste of Yin yoga practice, perfect to release tension in the inner thighs, adductors, and groin. We'll get started in a half frog pose, so come to lie on your belly. You can extend the left leg long behind you, and then open that right knee out to the side. And you could choose to rest your forehead to the back of your hands, letting the inner right thigh soften its way down towards the earth. And only if you'd like to add on, perhaps that right hand reaches back as you bend the left knee and catch hold of the left foot. So take a moment to find the posture that is most appropriate for you today. We're looking to feel sensation, perhaps even a little bit of discomfort towards that inner thigh, but never pushing towards any pain. And once you've found the posture that is yours for today, you can close the eyes. Listen to the waves of breath flowing in and out through the nose as we take a few moments here to restore, relax, and release. You might find that after some time, as the ligaments and connective tissues begin to trust their ability to be safe in this posture, that you can release that little bit further. If you had hold of that back foot, softly let it go. Bring the right leg back alongside the left, and we'll simply switch sides. So once you're ready, opening that left knee out towards the side so that it is roughly straight out alongside your left hip. And again, you have the option, only if you'd like, to bend that right knee and perhaps reach for the right foot with the left hand. Or of course, you're also welcome to keep that right leg extended, resting the forehead to the back of both hands. And as you settle into this second side, observe whether perhaps it is any different from the first. Let it be what it is. Notice where you feel sensation. Thank the body for showing up today, allowing you to be here, to be still, and to be present. And just like before, if you were holding that foot, you can start to slowly let it go, straightening the right leg, and eventually sliding that left leg back alongside it. And it might feel nice here to give your legs a little bit of a shake or tap out the tops of your feet on the mat. Any little movements that feel good to you as we rebound from the intensity of that half frog. And we'll now lift ourselves up into a seated position for a sort of a hybrid of half saddle and half dragonfly. So sitting on your left heel with the right leg extended out towards the side, toes turned up to the ceiling. And if it isn't comfortable to sit on your heel, you can also simply place the sole of the left foot to the inner right thigh. And then only if it seems appropriate for today, you can start to walk the hands out in front of you, possibly releasing all the way down, and perhaps even turning the arch of that right foot towards the ground. So looking again for an opening and releasing sensation to the inside of that right thigh and into the groin. And intense postures like this one can bring up not only a lot of physical sensation, but perhaps emotional ones as well. Trust that you are able to stay here. Trust your breath, trust your body, and stay with the pose. And start to lift your way back up. And you can pull that right leg in and simply sit on your heels, close the eyes for just a moment. Notice any differences from left to right. And after a few breaths here, extending your left leg out towards the side. Toes to the sky, sitting on your right heel, or perhaps placing it towards the inner left hip. And just as before, option to fold the upper body forwards, any amount. Eventually releasing the inner left foot towards the mat. And once you have found your stretch for today, try not to fidget or move around. Allow yourself to experience whatever there is to feel in the here and now. You might find once again that after a few deep waves of breath, you have the ability to release just that little bit more deeply. Or Wherever you are, take 10 more deep breaths. Pressing into the hands to lift your way back up, pulling that left leg in, perhaps again closing the eyes for just a moment to observe what has happened, any changes that may have taken place. And our final posture for today will be Tadpole pose, somewhere in between child's pose and frog. So you can bring the big toes towards each other, but not quite touching as we would in child's pose, a little bit further apart, and the knees out as wide as you would like, before sliding the upper body forwards with the arms out in front. And this might be a pose again where you have to play around a little bit with the width of the knees or the width of the feet, looking for that intensity that is appropriate for you today, and accepting it once you have found it. Let yourself enjoy and appreciate whatever comes up as you trust and breathe. Wherever you are in this tadpole variation, take 3 more deep breaths, sending the energy directly towards your inner thighs, adductors and groin, or anywhere else that might need it. And very slowly start to walk your hands in, lifting yourself up, bringing the knees in close to one another, finding any comfortable seat, perhaps sitting back on your heels or cross-legged, for a final observation of how you feel, the change that you have enabled through today's practice. And I thank you, of course, for joining me today. If you have not already, I would encourage you to join my completely free 5-day Taste of Yin Yoga Challenge. 5 practices between 10 and 20 minutes. And you can find that by clicking the first link in the description box below this video. I look forward to practicing with you again very soon. Have a beautiful day.